Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, we will start discussing about the first chapter of your social and political life, that is the Indian Constitution. Before starting discussion about the Indian Constitution in particular, let us just understand a general perspective about Constitution. Well, a society follows certain compulsory set of rules. More diverse countries where different communities of people live together. These rules are formulated through conscious and usually available in written form. So, in simple terms, a constitution is a set of compulsory rules. Well, many a time we use the term rules as synonym of laws, but they are not quite similar, whereas rules are quite flexible and can be modified based on situation or emotion, but laws, on the other hand, could not be modified at any condition. Laws are quite more strict and firm compared to rules. Apart from these small differences, when rules are available in written form can be considered as laws which could not be modified frequently but could be amended according to demand of the time. We will discuss about the amendments of laws and all later on. So, constitution is basically a set of written rules which has to be followed by each and every individual resident of any country. Many countries are there who have their own constitution, but constitutions are more often found in countries which composed of diverse people, people belonging to different communities and living together, because of course we read or we considered that there lies unity in diversity, but it is not as easy as it looks. So many a time, because of the differences existing among people, situations like frightening, suppressing, lynching of one group by other group keep coming into instance often. So, in such countries where people of various faith, people of a different community live together, it is very much essential to have a constitution which will define the do's and do nots to its citizen clearly, so that people will aware about what they should and what they should not. So these are sets of rule which available in written form. A written document in which we find such rules is called a constitution, as we discussed. The Constitution of India is the longest written constitution in the world, and the Constitution of India is the longest written constitution in the whole world. It is a set of rules by which the government rules our country. We knew that the India is a constitutionally governed country where leaders are chosen by the people, which is called democratic form of government, but they are bound to rule the people within the guidelines of constitution. They cannot use their power, they cannot use their arbitrary power against the people themselves. Constitution is the supreme law of the land. If any individual ever felt like the government is using its power in order to suppress the interest of the individual, he or she can approach to the judiciary or to the court in other language, and the court is also bound to ensure the follow of individuals' rights which are guaranteed to the individual by the constitution. So ultimately the constitution is considered as the supreme law of the land, particularly to the India. The drafting of Indian constitution was completed in 26th November 1949, but came into effect on 26th January 1950. And as the Constitution of India was drafted completely on 26th November 1949, we observe Constitution Day of India on 26th of November every year, and as the constitution came into effect on 26th January 1950, we observe the Republic Day of India on 26th January of every year. You can see here the summary of the Constitution of India. This is the front page of the written constitution, which is also called preamble. And the Constitution of India declares that we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice of social, economics, and political, liberty of thought expression, belief, faith, and worship, and equality of status and opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. This is the preamble of India, which ensure its people the sovereignty of the nation, the secularist nature of the nation, the socialist nature of the nation, the democratic form of its government, which ensure a republican form of government, and it also promise its citizen social, economical, and political justice, and the liberty of having their own thought, their own expression, the keeping their own belief, their faith and worship, the freedom to having all these things of their own. And it also promises every citizen of India equality, equality of status and opportunity. And it also ensure to promote fraternity or the brotherhood among the people, and it promise its individual to ensure their dignity. Every individual's dignity is important. It never discriminates between the people on the basis of their richness or poorness, their skin color, their race, their caste, their religion. It ensures that every individual should have respected, and every individual's dignity must be preserved. Our constitution is based on the principles of democracy, socialism, and secularism. Democracy means where people rule themselves or choose their representative who will rule them or will frame laws for them. Socialism means a society where there is the ensurement of equality, equal opportunity for all, which society do not discriminate between its capitalist people and the poor people, the fair people and the dark people, the male inhabitants and the female inhabitants. So where there is equality, irrespective of people's faith, their religion, their skin color, their sex, their looks, their economical standard, their political interest, that society is called socialistic society. So India's constitution also uphold the idea of socialism, the idea of equality and secularism, which means there is no official religion of India. Any person can have their own religious faith. If you want to practice Islam, you are free to do that. If you are interested in inclining toward Buddhism, you are free to do that. If you like Jainism, you are free to practice that. If you like Hinduism, you are free to practice that. And we must not discriminate. We must not look down upon a person who choose his own belief. We cannot say that Islam is a bad religion or Buddhism is not a good religion or Jainism is bad or Hinduism is bad. Every religion must be respected and appreciated. That is the meaning of secularism, where every religious people get equal treatment, get equal respect. Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar is known as the father of Indian Constitution. Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar was the chairperson of the drafting committee who drafted the Constitution of India, and he known as the father of Indian Constitution. That's all about this video. Thank you.